I just want to say that we did not do this to escape or to hide from the investigations. Like I said in in the last hearing that I attended, I was just exerting my rights, and the documents that was asked from me and my sister, we have provided. All the subpoena duces tecum that was addressed to me and Twinkle, we have provided. We have complied. The documents that are being asked from me was never addressed to me up until we were already detained here in the Senate compound. And we had to humbly refuse to receive that subpoena with those documents because it may bring prejudice to our case that we filed, to the petition that we filed in the Court of Appeals.
Unfortunately, Mr. Dargani, nagmukha po talaga sa amin until the Senate OSAA were able to prevent your taking that flight with Miss Twinkle Dargani na tumatakas nga kayo sa amin. And in fact, nung una kayong na-intercept ng Senate OSAA, sinubukan mo pang tumakbo. So again, uh, what seems to be very plain to our sight na pagtakas.
We arrived in Davao, I believe, early November because we were traveling from one place to another place. I just had to do this because I was doing this as a son for my mother and for my sister who's fighting mental health. I believe you're an advocate of mental health, Madam Senator,
That is
and it
right,
just
Mr.
pains
Dargani.
me seeing my sister in a condition where she doesn't even know her name anymore. She graduated summa cum laude on a dean's lister, but seeing her go through so much with my mom, who has been through more than 10 or 12 operations in her life, I came back to the Philippines just to be with them. Not we're not hiding. I was in the States. They did not want me to come back. They wanted me there. But I came back because they're my home. They're my safe place. I needed my safe place. But right now when we were together, even though we were together, we couldn't be safe. We were not safe with each other. We always had to be in hiding, moving from one place to another place. You
I do
know?
empathize with your sister's mental health concerns, Mr. Dargani. As the daughter also of a mother who's a senior citizen, I do empathize with her health concerns and hope that she will continue to recover from her
When we
operations.
got
Please
here, the
allow
first
me
thing I
to
asked was
pose,
a
yes,
psychiatrist.
please allow
Until
me
today, we still don't
to
have
pose
one
some
from
more
her.
questions. All that the Blue Ribbon Committee is seeking to establish are accurate and complete answers to our questions. Na lahat nito will also help create a more conducive environment for all the better things we want to happen. The object of the Blue Ribbon to make sure that there is good and not malgovernance. And I think even in our private lives, these can only help us. So with
We really
that
believe with the
expression of
ongoing
the
investigations.
empathy
And
that our committee shares, please allow me to ask you some further questions,
sige,
Mr.
ma'am.
Dangani. You told us na dumating kayo sa Davao in early November. What date in early November was that?
I think it was November 1 or 2.
November 1 or 2? At
We
sa
spent our what I remember is we spent our Indian New Year Diwali in
Diwali.
Davao. Yes.
All right.
We went to the
Now,
Hindu temple over there.
all right. Sabi rin ninyo, you arrived in Davao 1 or 2 November, but you had been transferring from place to place before then. What other places did you stop on your way to Davao on November 1 or 2?
Well, we were traveling by land, so we were just in the car from. We were going here and from. I mean, from Manila, we were going to the south. We even went north, and then further went down, drive to Sorsogon, etc., until we
Mhm,
reached Leyte and Surigao and
mhm.
Davao.
Our records in fact do state na Manila-based kayo. So, sino ang kilala nyo sa Davao?
We do not know anyone in Davao. The reason why we went to Davao or we chose
Yes,
Davao,
that's what you explained.
I gave my mom an option. I asked her, where do you feel safe? Where do you want me to drive to? You want Cebu? You want Davao? She was like, just take me to the furthest point where we can feel safe. I said, okay. I don't know anyone in Davao. I don't know anyone in Cebu either.
Mhm.
But based on my research, it was easier for us to move around in Davao because there's a lot of Indian restaurants, there's an Indian grocery, there's an Hindu temple. It felt more secured for my mom and my sister. So that's the only reason why we chose Davao.